I wanted to demonstrate how I got Alex Lifeson's chorus sounds, because that's a question I get and a message I get lately, but also over the years. When we would play Rush covers and stuff, I would get asked, like, what's the watery, suave effect that you're using? Because a lot of people go straight to those high rotary phasers and just really big new effects that when they play a Rush song, it sounds really different. And I was always searching for Alex Lifeson's true chorus sound from when he first started using the pedal. So it's a BOSS Chorus CE20. I've had it closer to 20 years than 10 years. So I've had it over a decade. When I was looking up music and guitar back before like social media was big, we had Blobblob22 to watch for Rush like fingerings and stuff. It's crazy. Like back then we didn't have the ease of access to get to people playing YouTube shorts of Alex Lifeson stuff. So there was a site called Dinosaur Rock Guitar, and it's a great site, and it has all of the guitarists 60s through 80s, and they're all categorized as like dinosaurs, like through periods. So there's like pteropods and different Cretaceous or whatever, but they have Alex Lifeson as like a raptor kind of a thing, right? And they have Slash as like a big dinosaur, and they have Jimmy Page as a big dinosaur. So they have like a couple of the speed guys that are like light dinosaurs and stuff, but they got Alex as like a mid-range carnivore, like not the really big guy and not the little guy with the frills that kills Newman from Seinfeld, but something in the middle. But it was a great site, and there was a lot of mixing info on it too. I love that site, and it was called Dinosaur Rock Guitar. But they kind of set me up with what Alex Lifeson was using for real. And those effects back in the day were those big old analog, the big gray box that he had, the Chorus CE1. It was a BOSS. And this pedal, you can see the 6 listings right on it. You could plug a bass in. This was like $500 over 10 years. No, $330 over 10 or 12 years ago. Well, it's got to be at least 2008 since I've had this thing, probably. So I bought it because it has the Dimension D on it and the CE1. Both pedals are actually in this thing, and it's the closest version that I've ever heard without actually spending a few grand and getting a CE1 pedal, an original, or the Dimension D. So really cool. And I'm just gonna go through it because, and what I chose to use this 335 Epiphone. I don't know if you can see. There we go. It's not a Gibson. This is a Epiphone Dot Studio, a 335. Somebody put a trapeze on it. I used to have one. I ordered it online on eBay back in the day. It arrived to the house broken. Headstock was snapped off. Got a second one after that, and that one I think I had for like a year. This was over 10 years ago. I chose to use this guitar. It's $250 US. If you can make this guitar sound like Lurch's chorus, like I'm going to show you, then you can make any guitar sound like it. You have to start with the hollow body or the semi-hollowbody. I think that's the key. And then the second key is you need the right chorus. So that's what we're going to go through here. I'm going to demo this pedal the way I use it. I bought the pedal to get the Lurch sound and a couple sounds for myself. So this is what we got going here. Just dry. This is just floating on the Dimension D right now. The settings, whichever model you chose, saves to the setting. So that means I may be on Dimension D right now for when I just have it clicked on and off, like to be able to edit it and move it. But when you put on one of the settings that are saved, setting 1 is still from the CE1 setting. So this is just like Dimension D if I want to flick on the chorus and use the guitar volume to control the sound. So that's just like me screwing around. So now we'll go to the first setting, which was based off of, if you've heard Different Stages, it's that third CD. It's the Farewell to Kings from 1977. This is like when Alex first had the gray box, the chorus, the CE1. And it's very raw and explosive and takes up a lot of space. And it's got a long tail on it. And it's got like almost a delay that he has on with it. There's a lot more gain. I think he's using high watts. Setting 1. This kind of just... So this just reminds me if Alex was like, you know, just got the pedal and put all the settings max and was like, guys, listen to this. Setting 2 I just kind of use for myself. This is kind of a cool long setting. It's got a lot of options there, so that's just kind of obviously based off of Lifeson sounds, and that's just something that I use right now. I used to have 4 different settings on here. I moved the thing once. I must have pushed something or done something when it was off, or I must have reset. Something happened because when I plugged it back in, everything flashed, and the settings were all reset. So those settings were settings I'd had for like over a decade back when I first figured out how to get Lurk's sound. So what I had to do was put Different Stages back on and match up the CE1 here to his. So it took some time, but I actually do think I have it as good, maybe better. I don't think it's quite as good as the first time you figure it out. You know, that's pretty cool. I almost would want to hear that. I feel like maybe it's a little different than it is now, but it's close now. 3 is Exit Stage Left, I think, with the tail. Yeah, and then 4 is Exit Stage Left with no tail. Okay. So we're on 3. This is Exit Stage Left with the tail. It's actually a trick because Bangkok was 79. He wasn't using the same chorus that he was using on the 81 show in Montreal on Exit Stage Left. 79 was like England or something. That one, Jacob's Ladder and Closer to the Heart with the kids chorus, were all 79. So, and yeah, Jacob's Ladder sounds really close though. So I think he had the setting for his Permanent Waves stuff. Geez, I don't even know when that would have been in 79 because Permanent Waves debuted 80, January 1, 80. I'll have to look at that. It's got to be like December of 79 or something. We can check those liner notes, so I'll put them on the screen. But yeah, with a tail. That one actually might sound better with no tail. Here. So this is setting 4 with no tail. Maybe not. Maybe it's just me playing. It's just my playing tonight, boys. This, you see that? Don't do that. My nail is like finger picking length on the fretting hand. Like I could finger pick with this if it was on the right hand. That's how long I have it. So when I'm trying to hit intricate chords, that's like nail care 101, but I haven't played it with some dumbass. Frets on here seem a little weird. Props to this guitar though for sounding good. I mean that other guitar, the 355, is, I don't even want to do the math on that right now. You could buy 12 or 13 of these. You can buy a baker's dozen of Epiphones for the Gibson 355. Freaking go to Krispy Kreme Guitar Center. See, this one's made by the electric Mistress Flanger too, which I grabbed. I have one. It's been broken off and on over the years. Mine's the New York City original, like the one that Paul Gilbert has, the big flat one. Because now they sell it as a stomp box, but it's not the same. It was the casing that gave that thing such a shiny, freaking weird kind of sound to it. So that's, I don't know. That's the thing, man. A lot of guitar back in the day was the room. It was the feel. It was the casing. It was the actual piece of wood. It was where you were. It was the carpet you were on. It was the size of the room. That's the thing. I don't believe you can ever perfectly emulate your favorite guitarist because you're not him. Number one, you're you. So you'll never have his thinking. You'll never have his left or right fingertip pads the way he held the guitar. You'll never have the same education on the instrument that he had. You're not him. You just think differently. So he'll never be you either. So that's why you can't imitate it like thought for thought. You can do note for note, but if he was going to improvise, you would lose where you were. So, that being said, you can't imitate Alex Lifeson sound perfectly from those early days because you're not in the room. We don't have a time machine. You can't go back. You can't go back to the size of that room, whether it was a studio. But in this case, with setting these settings like 1 and 4, were live settings, so it was, you'd have to figure out how big of a hall it was, how many people were in it, what the temperature was the time that that song was played, how old his strings were, You know, like there's a lot of stuff coming into play. Like how far was the microphone from his amp cabinet back then, or was he running some sort of a unit DI in 81? Like the amp, I mean, was still running his amps, but was he going direct into something out of it? I don't know. I don't know any of that. I mean, it was board recorded, but there's all of these factors that come into play. So if somebody ever tells you, like, or whoever it is you're trying to copy, like, just ask them to do it. Like, that's kind of my comment. You know, like, you do it, show me. Dude, you do it. Put the research in, you do it, show everybody how you do it then. Go back in time in your time machine and figure out how big the room was, how many people were in it. So, I mean, that's my rant, but I think you can get close in a way to tribute, and that's what those tribute things are for. So, but yeah, this guitar props is hanging in there with the Gibsons, you know. But just let's wrap it up. We'll do like a little YYZ from Exit Stage Left, and this setting 4 kind of captures that 82, 83, 4 kind of thing too. So we'll hit one from out of there.